Welcome to My The Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. All right. Today is a beautiful Tuesday episode. Thank you guys so much for being here at the start of this great week. My goodness. Our thread for today is, what's the weirdest thing you are scared of? Oh, baby. Let's see what you guys are weirdly scared of. And I'm probably going to be sharing some of the same sentiments, but we'll see. I don't know. Let's see. Having a sneezing fit while driving that causes me to cause an accident. Facts. A lot of times I try not to sneeze when I drive because I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm about to be like, achoo! And then I'm on oncoming lanes and I'm like, oh! Like, not me, Jesus. Not me. Oh, hell no. I try not to sneeze, bro. Remember that story about the guy who had stuff go missingly randomly in his house? So he put up cameras only to find out someone had been hiding in his house for over a year? What? Sometimes my house makes noises at night. I know it's probably just the wind or settling or something, but what the imagine finding out that somebody has been living in your house for an entire year and they just been secretly just eating your snacks a little bit here and there and they like taking your shit. Yo, that's crazy. That would be the scariest fucking thing ever. Big things in the ocean. If I was next to a ship, cruise liner, and I was in a life raft, I would pass out, or in the same life raft and a whale swam underneath. Okay, look, the boat being next to me, like, that wouldn't freak me out. Now, if something was beneath me and it was big, oh fuck no. Nah, man. I'd freak out. I would freak. There's no way some big ass water animal is about to go not again, man. Not me, Jesus. No, thank you. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Like I said, the cruise liner thing, it'd be shocking because I'd be like, whoa, but below me, nah, fam. We ain't doing that. All right. I am terrified of blowing out my knee at random doing some normal everyday movement. What? They're scared of blowing out their knee at a random time doing something normal. I don't know how. I'm trying to think of a scenario where you'd blow out your knee just doing something normal. You know what I mean? Like, he's just imagining himself walking down the street and out of nowhere, just his knee just, and he's just like, oh, okay. All right. Someone standing behind me on the platform and pushing me into the train rails. Oh, yeah, that would be terrifying. I would never be like say you're waiting for the train or whatever. I'd never be that person that's like right there in front of the tracks. No, I'd be like, I'm good in the middle. I ain't got to get into the train first. I ain't got to be in there that bad. Like, nah. Because all it takes is, even if people were like pushing in the back, you know what I mean? And then you get pushed without even knowing. It wasn't even like an intentional thing. It was just like people from the back are getting shoved. And so then it moves dominoes to the front. And then the person behind you accidentally bumps you and you fall in there like, oh, bruh, nah. I used to freak out a bit when I went ice skating as a kid. I was terrified of falling when someone running over my fingers with the blades. No, because I can visualize it. Your fingers just get, and those blades are sharp. Because I know I want to say it was last year or the year before that, there was a hockey player that accidentally died because a dude's blades slit his throat. Man, and it's just like, bro, imagine they're just like sink, and you're just like, oh, my fingers are gone. They're gone. All right, that one's got me now. Oh God, okay, I'm shaking and shivering. That I'm mentally disabled and everyone around me is just acting like I'm not. Yo, that would be fucked up. Just like the whole world is just in on this whole thing where they're just like, yeah, no, you don't tell that guy he's mentally disabled. That would be some like in the Matrix type bullshit. You'd be like, nah, man, come on. Like, moths, they fly erratically and can grow to be far too large for insects. Facts. Moths are fucking scary as shit, especially when they get big. Oh my, it's like, how did you get this big? I remember there was a time I used to, like, back when I was a kid, and I used to live in an apartment complex where, there would always be moths around, the light fixtures and stuff. And I remember there was this fat one. I mean, it was big. That sucker was like, shabow. And I remember, like, the street lights had just turned on, and this thing just flew out of the bushes to get to the light, and it freaked me and my friends and my brother all out. We were like, what the fuck was that? We thought it was like a flying grasshopper or something. I don't know what it was. That thing was fat, and we just revered it. That thing's just overall, and then it was just on the light so you could like see it. And that thing was huge. I remember we threw rocks at it and everything. We were like, what the fuck is that thing? We were trying to see what it was for science. Because that thing was fat as hell. Yeah, man, I feel you on that one. Then I'm going to get my throat sliced open. I once met a person in real life who had a fresh scar across his throat from getting sliced open by some muggers. I damn near came unglued. Yo. No. Imagine surviving something like that. Like, they slice your throat, but like they didn't cut deep enough to where you'd bleed out or anything, but it was deep enough to where there's a scar there, like. And then just like meeting and talking to that person, I'd be unglued too. I'd be like, no fucking way. And then on top of that, I'm just like, you could survive that? Like, what the? Oh. And then on top of that, you're kind of just like, man, I won't be as lucky. Imagine, like, that guy got lucky because the mugger didn't cut deep enough. But I feel like I wouldn't be that lucky. I feel like they would go fucking too deep and I would die instantly. God damn, bro. Oh, Jesus. When I was a child, there was a Campbell's soup commercial with dancing noodles on it. Every time I saw it, I would cry because I was terrified. I would try to hide, but I heard their evil noodly death march music and I could not escape the fear. Their noodly death march music. God damn. I even dreamed that they would come for me while I slept. Those dancing noodles were the scariest thing I'd ever seen. Yo, this man must have freaked when he saw that commercial where the can fell off the aisle and rolled home and followed that little girl home. Oh, I bet he flipped. I bet he was just like, what? They can follow you home? Yo, because that was one of the most unhinged commercials ever. Like, when I saw that commercial for the first time as a kid, I was like, why did that can follow that little girl home? Like, yo, what? I flipped out. I was freaked out the first time I saw that. And all All you 90s babies, you know what that commercial was like. That was a crazy ass commercial. They don't make commercials like that no more. But that, I bet this dude flipped when he saw that commercial. He freaked the fuck out. He was like, not only do they have the noodly death march music, but now these cans are sentient and follow you home? Oh, hell nah. Like, bruh. That's crazy. Someone opens the door when I have a Q-tip in my ear and I shove it in my ear and it bleeds and I'm half deaf. Okay, first off, you're not supposed to use Q-tips in your ear. It's on the box, people. It's on the box. Check the packaging. I guarantee you, go in there right now and look at your Q-tip packaging. It says, do not put these in your ear. I learned that the hard way. I literally felt like I had went deaf. Like I was cleaning out my ears one day because, you know, as you do. And I was like muffled in this ear for the longest time. And I literally had to like go to the doctors and they had to blast salt water in my ear to get like a chunk of earwax out of my ear. That bitch was a chunk. It wasn't like, no, your little run-of-the-mill, you know, little tiny bits of pieces here. Nah, man. This was like a whole, it was like the size of a fucking adult pea or something. Like, it was huge, dude. It was huge. And that's because I was using Q-tips. So I'm just pushing earwax down into my ears. Trust me, don't use Q-tips, man. Don't use them. They're not meant for that. It's on the box. I learned that the hard way. The doctor told me that shit. The doctor was like, he brought me one. He brought a box of Q-tips and was just like, it says it on the box. Do not put these in your ear. They're for cleaning like the outside parts of your ear. They're not for the inside of your ear. There are special design tools for the inside of your ears. Hey, trust me, guys, man. You know, golly. Let's see. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. I get nervous turning my back on dark rooms sometimes. Facts. And that's probably because I watched way too many scary movies. Same thing with mirrors. I don't really like to look away from mirrors because I feel like my reflection is still staring at me, you know, and then I look back and then it's like back to copying you, you know. Yeah, I've seen way too many horror movies, so that's kind of just like my little freak thing. But I ain't gonna lie to you, like I used to, especially as a kid, I would do like that little kick up run, you know, because I didn't want like them to grab my feet or anything. And then that was another thing where at nighttime, I never like hung my feet over my bed because I always felt like something was going to come from under my bed and grab my foot. You know, like, oh, hell no. No. Let's see. I am petrified that someone will slice my Achilles tendon. No. And if you don't know what your Achilles tendon is, what camera are we on? We're on camera B. It's this right here. The little thing right there. No, Chief. Not me. Oh, God. No. Oh, and I've heard about people having their, Achilles tendon sliced, and some people, for them, like, it completely immobilizes them. Like, they can't walk anymore. And if they can, if it can be mended and they can walk, they don't walk the same ever again. They'll always either walk with a limp or, their foot just kind of like gives way every time they walk. So it's kind of like, oh God, no, not me, Chief, not me. Oh God, no. I got deleted. I have to close the closet doors before going to sleep at night. I also don't like directly staring at mirrors in the dark. Childish, but I genuinely, facts. We just talked. Yep. I'm the same way, man. Because as a kid, I was like, the monsters come from the closet, man. All right. I was a big Monster Inc. fan, and once that movie came out, I was like, see, I told you that's where monsters come from. You niggas said it came from under the bed. Nah, it's the closet. It's the closet right there. Man, I used to freak out. I remember there was a time where I was in bed and one of my hangers broke and the clothes fell, and I was just like, oh, hell nah. I slept in the living room. I was like, oh, hell nah. Not me, Jesus. Not today. Nah, man. It ain't my time. It's not my time. Not me. Whales. I know they are probably friendly dudes, but they are like giant sea ghosts. I've done the whale watching thing, but I've only ever seen whales from like a distance. I've never really seen them. Now, dolphins kind of scare the shit out of me because dolphins actually like giving people rides. And a lot of times, the dolphin ain't going to ask you if you want to ride. It'll just see you swimming and it'll just go in between your legs and you'll be riding the dolphin. And it's thinking, yeah, we're having fun, while you're like, oh! So I'm like, nah, man. I would think dolphins would be a little more scary. Look, I've never ridden a dolphin or nothing like that, but I have seen tons of videos where dolphins will just go up between your legs and they'll just ride. Like, yeah, this is fun, ain't it, motherfucker? And you just like, ooh, and, you feel like you about to die. So yeah, man. Goddamn. Street performers, not the guys/gals that are in normal attire singing a song or showing their magic trick, not those folks. I'm terrified of the ones that dress up and coat their faces in makeup and don't move until you put money in their jar. Scares the hell out of me. I will cross the street if I see them or stay as far away as possible while passing them. I never make eye contact. My best friend in high school tried to make me confront my fears while out with her family one lovely afternoon. I ended up crying hysterically. She's afraid of the people who pretend to be statues. Oh my God. And I guarantee you that fear probably stemmed from one of them scaring the absolute dog shit out of her. It's probably just like standing still. And then she put some money in there because her parents probably gave her $1 and was like, go put $1 in the hat, and it's just like, and he's like, thank you. And she's like, oh, and fucking bolt. And she was like, never again will I trust those street performer people who act like they're statues. Fuck them. Oh my God. I can't do whale watching because I have this irrational fear the whale will push the boat over and we'll all die. This nigga. As I've said before, I've done whale watching. You're pretty far away from them, if I'm being honest with you. Whales are ginormous creatures. You can't really get too close, to where they're like coming out of the water and stuff like that. They probably will knock the boat over, but you're at least a good mile away from them when you're watching them do their thing, so it's not it's not that bad. You're not going to fall over, and you know what I mean. They'd be facing a lot of lawsuits if they did. Oh my God. Submechanophobia. Fear of partially or fully submerged man-made structures / objects, shipwrecks, submerged oil rigs, the idea of an underwater city, etc. Really? I did not know that was an actual fear of... I wonder if it's being inside this structure or just seeing the structure itself. I wonder why that would freak a person out. That's surprising. Okay. No. Facts, grasshoppers. Facts. Jellyfish, fucking terrified of them. Creepy, slimy things with those long, wavy tentacles. Even the ones in SpongeBob creep me out. Oh, facts, because anytime I'm at the beach and seaweed like goes by me, I'm like, oh fuck no, because I immediately think it's a jellyfish and I ain't getting stung. Fuck that, man. Yeah, nah, dude, nah. And then I heard the whole like peeing on the jellyfish thing. That's a myth and it don't work. So I'm like, nah, hell nah, bro. Hell nah. And I think they say that because, weird thing is, your pee is sterile. So it's like, oh, you use it to sterilize the wound, whatever. But I don't know. I heard it was a myth and that you're not supposed to do that. I don't know. Maybe you guys can educate me in the comments on that one, but that's what I've heard. And I'm just like, I ain't trying to get stung. I heard that shit hurts like a motherfucker. Man, and I heard like it hurts even after like you're treated for it. It'll still burn afterwards. It's kind of like a sunburn almost. So you know how like a sunburn is one of those things where you'll treat it, but it still stings. If you touch it or you put any pressure on the part where the skin is. And I'm just like, nah, I don't want to have to go through that. No, thank you. And I heard they try to like sting you as high up the leg as possible. And I'm just like, nah, man, you ain't stinging me in the penis, bro. That ain't happening. God damn. At night, I'm scared that gravity will reverse. Only for me, it's worse if the ground isn't lit for some reason. I like walking under some form of cover. Okay, a roof or something. Even if it wouldn't actually be able to support me in this scenario, it still helps. It was really bad when I was a kid. I'd like be holding on to the ground when my family went to watch fireworks on 4th of July. I knew it wouldn't really happen, but that doesn't really help with irrational fears. It's died down over time, so it's less a fear, more mild unease now, but it's still there a little bit. How do you develop that kind of fear? You know what I mean? Like a lot of fears come from you experiencing something or you seeing something, because I have a fear of heights. So in my dreams, your boy is constantly falling out of shit. I've fallen out of helicopters and buildings, and I've just fallen out of the sky for no damn reason. I'll hit the ground and wake up like, what the fuck? But that's because I have a fear of heights. So obviously that'll reflect in my, in my dreams and stuff. And I'm falling out of shit and stuff like that. But I'm like, how do you develop that kind of fear? You know what I mean? Gravity is just gonna add it, or maybe he watches too much space movies. I don't know, but I just think that's very odd. That's a very odd one. Man, interesting though. It is interesting. All right, this is a juicy ass thread. We're gonna do 4 more. I have a phobia of bones and organs. Just the thought of these things being inside me makes me freak out. I can't cope with how fragile bones are and that organs are just chilling inside of you. I'm squirming just typing this. Okay. I mean, if I'm being honest with you, your bones aren't as fragile as they seem. You have to put your bones under immense stress in order for them to actually break. A lot of times when our bones are breaking, it's a thing where, somebody is falling down and the velocity of the fall is enough to really crack your shit. Or you're putting your whole body weight onto that body part. Like say you fall off your skateboard and the skateboard shoots off in front of you and you put your arm down. Well, your arm is trying to essentially support your entire body weight. So yes, that kind of pressure will break your bone. But with a lot of things, like you can't, close the door on your arm and your arm just breaks like that. Like I said, it takes immense pressure for your bones to break. So I wouldn't say your bones are fragile. Your organs, on the other hand, yeah, I could see that. Like appendicitis is a fucking thing for a reason. People's appendix be just bursting, and they don't even know it burst. They don't even know. they just have this fucking stomach pain, and they're just like, what the fuck is going on? And I know our doctor is just like, yeah, your appendix just blew up inside your body. You know? Your appendix was just like, you know what? Today is my suicide, and it just blows up. Like, yeah. You know, like, and I've seen, I don't really think it correlates with even like your health or anything. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Maybe you guys know a little more than I do. Correct me in the comments. But I've known like people who are physically fit, and they're just like, yeah, my appendix just blew up, and I had to go get it removed. You know, and it's just like, it seems like it's one of those things that it just happens. You know what I mean? And for me, I've known, I've at least 5 or 6 people who've had appendicitis, and they've had to have their appendix removed. And for me, I'm just like, yo, little buddy, you good down there? You know, like, you're not about to blow up on your boy? Cause goddamn, like, it just feels like it'll just happen. It just blows up, and you're just sitting there, and you're just like, oh, and you don't know. You know what I mean? You don't know. I'm sure there's symptoms and signs of an appendix bursting, but initially you don't know. You're like, you know, is everything all good? And then doctor is just like, yeah, so, you know, your appendix said Allahu Akbar and blew up. And you're just like, oh, great, fantastic, that's fun. How much is this gonna cost to get removed? Like, fuck. Getting a nosebleed and suddenly being unable to stop sneezing. What? How would those two things correlate? Every time I've gotten a nosebleed, like, sneezing is far from, you know? And then maybe you can sneeze so much that you get a nosebleed. Maybe. God, there's a lot of medical shit going on in this episode. I like, like, if you guys want to Google this shit and educate your boy, please do. You know, I'm not sitting here saying I know all. Nah, if I know it, I'll say that I know it. But I don't. This stuff, nah, I don't know. I have no clue. So, like, if you want to educate your boy. I appreciate it. But it's just like, okay. All right, this is going to be our last one. Dead bugs. Live ones may be gross and annoying, but they don't scare me. Some of them are kind of fascinating, honestly. Dead ones, though, freak me out. As a consequence, I can't kill bugs. I carefully trap them under a glass and slide a magazine under them and take them outside. Not out of compassion, but because they're like 10 times or 10,000 times less scary while alive. No, I don't get it either. Yeah, because those little fuckers are scarier alive. They're alive. When you see a little thing on the wall, and then you're like, what is that? And it's like, and you're like, oh no. So, and all of you have experienced this. When you see a spider on the wall, and you're just like, oh fuck. And then you go get something to kill it, and it's gone. You're like, where did it go? Trust. That is the worst fear ever. When you see a bug on the wall and then you go get something to kill it and you come back and it's gone, you're like, where'd he go? You don't sleep that night. I guarantee you, you're like quarantining your room at that point. You're like, nope, sorry. Your parents come home and they're like, the fuck is going on with you? And, you know, you're over here in a hazmat suit and shit talking about, oh, yeah, my room is off limits for the rest of the night because there is an unexpected guest. That's his room now. You know what I mean? He's that spider over here sleeping on your bed and shit. Like, yeah, nigga, this is my shit now. You know, like, I'm telling you. It is over. It's over at that point. Like, nah, man. And that's happened to me too many times. Where I see a bug on the wall and I'm just like, all right, I'm about to go get something to kill it. And then I don't know, it's gone by the time I come back. And I'm like, I'm sleeping on the couch. You know, because there ain't no way in hell I'm waking up to this thing, you know. Now, to answer this thread for me, what is the weirdest thing that you're afraid of? For me, it's like sitting on the toilet, taking a dookie, and there's a snake in the toilet. Yep, that is my irrational fear, and it bites my penis. That is my weird thing that I'm afraid of. Yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. It happens. Like, I'll be sitting on the toilet and then I just have this irrational weird fear, and I'm just like, there's a snake in the toilet. And it's staring at my penis, thinking like, what is that? That is an enemy. I'm going to take that thing out. And it bites it. And and I'm just sitting there, just taking a dump, minding my own business on my phone. And I don't know, my penis just gets bit. And I'm like, ah! That is my irrational fear. Ever since I saw a picture of a snake that was underneath the toilet seat or underneath the little toilet rim, and they didn't know, and the people took a dookie, and then out of nowhere they like flushed the toilet, and then they saw the snake like fall down because the water and whatnot. That flipped me out. Ever since then, I ain't gonna lie to you, I weirdly will sometimes look into the toilet bowl before I take a dump. I just will. That is my irrational fear. You let me know what your weirdest thing that you're afraid of is in the comments. Let's get vulnerable in this bitch, okay? Let's be vulnerable together. I shared mine, and that's kind of embarrassing. So be vulnerable with your boy, and let's share what we're afraid of, okay? I love you guys out there. But that's gonna be that thread for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that thread and you became a part of that thread. Either I'll clip this on TikTok so that way you TikTok people can get involved with this as well as on Instagram. I'll probably send it over there too, so you guys on Instagram can get involved over there. But again, thank you guys for all the support, man. I appreciate you guys so much. I do want to announce that I believe it is this week, if I am for sure. I do need to double check, because I believe that we're going to be done with Haunting Adeline this week. Yes, we will be done with Haunting Adeline this week. So, on this Thursday will be the last Haunting Adeline episode. All right. I know you guys have been enjoying the book. I know you guys have been loving it. I've been loving it. The book is really good. It's hella interesting. It's got a lot going on to it, with Adeline and Gigi's stuff, with Zaid and his, kidnapper stuff, and then just their weird relationship that they have. Adeline is so in love with this nigga. It's crazy, but she be trying so hard to be an independent black woman and all this, and I'm just like, look, girl, you love this nigga. Shut up and suck his dick and get it over with, man. Like, goddamn. And she's at a point where, she's just like, fuck me, I'm ready, so we've got, it only took her 40 chapters though, if I'm being honest with you, it only took her fucking 40 chapters to get to that point, you know what I mean? It was like, dude, what the fuck are we doing? So, but I just wanted to let you guys know that on the Tuesday episode, that Thursday will be the last Haunting Adeline episode. Before we get into a new book, I went ahead and, I was just seeing, what you guys were kind of thinking about that. And on the previous episode, you guys were like, oh, let's do a new book. And I got some recommendations as well. So I will be announcing that new book next week on the Thursday episode when we do the first chapter of it. So it'll probably be in the fucking title, so you guys already know what you're getting into. But we're gonna get into a new book. Just be surprised on that day. We're gonna be doing a new book, so hopefully you guys do enjoy that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited to get into a new book. After that book, we'll probably get into Haunting Adeline book 2, just because Haunting Adeline was really good, and we might want to continue it. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, all I know for right now is that we're going to be doing a new book. So just be ready for that. That's going to be awesome. I'm really excited. I will have a separate playlist for that one. Don't you worry. I will have a playlist for all the Haunting Adeline stuff. I will have a playlist for all of the new book. Okay. Well, that way, whether you guys jump in the beginning, or you guys jump in the middle, or you jump in at the end, I got you. All right. So I'll blast through these announcements super duper fast, and then we will go ahead and get on to our crazy wacky scenarios we got going on. I just wanted to get that, settled for you guys, so that way you guys knew what was going on with Haunting Adeline and where we were going and if we were doing a new book or not. And, just wanted to get you guys caught up on all that. Patreon.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast. If you love what we're doing on the Tuesday, Thursday, as well as Sunday shows, and you just want a little bit more of Am I the Asshole Podcast and all what we do over here, Patreon is the place to do it. All right. If you do become a free member, we do have one free episode every month for the entire year. I'll probably continue to keep doing that year over year, just because you guys seem to be really liking those, and they're just a blast to make, and it's not any extra time for me to do those. So I don't mind doing that for you guys. So yeah, get on the Patreon, $3 a month, get you an exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenarios to be featured on Tuesday, as well as Sunday shows. So get on there. There's a lot of cool stuff. And you get direct contact with me a lot easier. I do respond to my Instagram and TikTok DMs, but just not as frequent as I'd like to. Okay. So it's like, if you have contacted me on them, I will get to you. I probably have seen them and I just haven't got around to it. I do still work a full-time job. So, with doing a full-time job and the podcast at the same time, I don't really have time to keep up with the socials as often as I'd like to. With the amount that I film, it is a lot. So just bear with me on that. And don't worry. If you send in your scenarios, or you send in a scenario, whatever, I will get to it. I promise you. Okay. But if you are primarily an audio listener, please keep downloading the episodes, as well as rating the podcast 5 stars. That helps out a lot. And then if you want to help on the even more on the free 99 side of things, go ahead and follow us on TikTok as well as Instagram. TikTok, we're on the road to 10K. We're like 5.6, something like that, around there, maybe 7 at this point, but we're well on our way. Hopefully, I was hoping to maybe hit 10K by June, but TikTok gets a little more strict. Every time they update that fucking app, it gets more and more strict on what you can upload there, and it really pisses me off. And so, I'll be able to upload it and they won't cut the sound, but they'll just be like, we're not going to put it on people's For You pages, or we're not going to send it to your followers. And I'm just like, kill me now. It pains me. It's super upsetting. But it is what it is. But just follow us over there. I do say follow us on Instagram and TikTok, because again, TikTok is weird. So sometimes when they won't let me upload it there, it will be on Instagram. So Instagram sometimes has, I guess you could say, exclusive clips over there. So, but if you want to follow or support us even more on the even more free 99 and 99 side, go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube. That does help out a lot. Click on the link tree, go to YouTube. Bada bing, bada boom, hit that subscribe button, and it does help out a lot. Even if you don't watch over there on YouTube, it helps the show, and it's for free. All right, but that's the announcements. That's all the BS that I wanted to get out of the way for you guys. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and hop into our today's scenarios. Hopefully I didn't spend too much time rambling on that stuff. I do be listening back to these episodes sometimes, and I'm just like, I rambled on way too long for that. I'm trying to shorten it up for you guys so I get the information out, but it's not rambling. But let's get to the scenarios. Let's move on. Am I the asshole for confronting my best friend about her sexting my husband in front of everyone? Yo!
She belongs to the street.
She was out here sending coochie pictures in front of the friends. Yo, all right. First, she hated my husband. She thought he was short and pathetic and a simp. By simp, she meant he loved and respected me and didn't play games. He was so confident in himself that he told me he liked me after the 3rd date, and when he proposed, he admitted that he was in love with from our first date. Okay, in love with me from our first date. She just forgot to put it in there. I am so in love with him, and her kidding didn't bother me. All I did and said is that I wished her to experience real love. Only then she will understand why I'm with him. That was on my wedding day, and she again was kidding. My sister told her that her passive aggressiveness was showing and that she wasn't fooling around, or she wasn't fooling anyone. The rest of the girls laughed. For the 2 years now, she has never spoken ill about him. I was very relieved in the beginning, but then I started wondering she is too nice to him. I always complimenting his looks. She usually doesn't even hug hello. She says she's autistic and can't, but now she hugs and kisses him high. Wait, what?
What?
She kisses him? Okay. I mean, you better be like, yo, bitch, back up. You know? Always sits beside him, texts him memes, and she told me that they had the same humor. They don't. I didn't know what to do. Should I say something to any of them? My husband is oblivious and I don't want to hurt her if I was being mistaken. 2 weeks ago, she sent my husband a text saying that she was in love with him. Yo! Yo! Okay, he didn't answer her, so she sent him a hello ? He asked her to stop because he is very uncomfortable and doesn't reciprocate her feelings, and that I loved her, so she didn't do this again, or she shouldn't do this again. A week later, she sent him nudes. At that, my husband told me everything. He said he wasn't sure at first, but she made a move on him a month ago, and he showed me the text. I was very angry and disappointed. He told me he was blocking her now. So last Sunday, I just confronted her when we were out for dinner. It was the same usual friend group. I blurred her nude, but her face and sent I blurred her nude but her face and sent everyone the screenshots of what she wrote about my husband. Oh shit. I asked her what she thought about that and she was livid. So basically, what's in the title? She is so angry at me, calling me an abuser and an asshole, but for me, if what she was doing wasn't wrong, then she would have been ashamed of outing, or she wouldn't be ashamed of me outing her, would she? Facts. She wouldn't be ashamed of you outing her because she knows that from the get-go, she was sitting here trying to keep you single, being like, he's short, he's us him, na 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 na. And then she sees that you're so in love and this and that, and she's like, damn, that jealousy got on her quick. That jealousy had her. Man, she was hurting. She was hurting. That jealousy was killing her. And so then she looked at it like, well, shit, you know, I'm a take him from her. You know, like that's fucked up. How you going to try to take your friend's man? Like, that's fucked up because you over there sad and single. Like, come on, man. That's messed up. That's messed up. And I don't think the husband really did anything wrong because he really didn't reciprocate any of those feelings. He would send her memes back and forth, but it's like, that's my wife's friend. Of course, I'm going to be friends with my wife's friend and I'm going to be cordial with them and, you know, goof off and have fun with them. Like, that's what a friend group does. But it's like, we are friends, girl. So the whole, like, I'm in love with you thing, nah, chief. You want to over here play the change up all of a sudden, nah, go get you a short king. And actually get you a man and like she said, experience true love. You know, your dumbass is so picky all the time. You want the Chads and the Tyrones and all this. And then these motherfuckers, you know, hump and dump that ass because
she belongs to the streets.
And she's proven that, if I'm being honest with you. You out here sending nudes to married men. Like, yes, you belong to the streets, girl. The fuck we talking about here? But it's like, go get you a motherfucking short king. And try and be happy. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to steal motherfuckers' mans and all that. Nah, man. Nah, you out here like, oh, she already did all the vetting and the process for me. Like, all I gotta do is swoop in and take the man. Like, no, it ain't that easy, girl. And no, I don't think you're the asshole at all for confronting her and showing her nude pictures and the receipts and all that kind of stuff at dinner. Fuck that bitch. She shouldn't even be in the friend group anymore, if I'm being honest with you. Because the fact that she's still in the friend group, that's messed up. Because all the other girls would be looking at her like, are you going to try to do this to my man? You going to try to send some booty pictures and some coochie pictures to my dude? Like, you know what I mean? I'd be wary too if I was in that friend group and this hoe out here trifling on a friend, mind you's man. I'd be like, damn, you probably trying to do that to my man. It don't work out with this girl's dude, so you gonna hop on to the next guy. Like, nah, man. We gonna have to cut that right then and there. Thank you very much. Like, that's crazy. No, I do not think you're the asshole at all. She deserved to get blasted, put on blast in front of the friend group. And if I'm being honest with you, man, you shouldn't even be her friend no more. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. On to our next one. My baby daddy is having an affair with an engaged woman that I know. Whoa. All right. My ex baby daddy came over to my house to make dinner for me and my daughter last night and to help me out since I recently broke my ankle. After dinner, he was saying how tired he was and to get her to mellow out, and he gave me his tablet. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. To get her to mellow out, he gave her his tablet. He passed out on the couch, and me and my daughter went into the room to play games on the tablet and relax before bed. I decided to investigate his iPad just out of pure curiosity and amusement. All right, girl. See, this is where you went wrong. That is an ex. You ain't got no business going through this man's shit. You ain't got no business. That is your ex. Stop it. You better not be trying to justify this going through with it being amusement. Nah, baby girl. We taking accountability around here. No. You did that with malicious intents, and you know you did. You know you did, or else you wouldn't have looked through it. Nah, you trying to see what bitch he's fucking now and what he's got going on and who the hell phone with to do. All right. I try to stop myself, but I just naturally snoop. Yeah, I bet you do. I went to messages and seen he was texting a girl named Katie. Thought she was just some random white girl he met, whatever. Then, looking at the photos she sent to him, I realized her name isn't Katie, and in fact, I know her and have met her. It's so random because I would never think that they would be a thing. My aunties are friends with this girl. They've all worked together. I started digging more and I seen very sexual explicit messages. Whatever. You're so vindictive, bro. Oh my gosh. She's like, they're texting, whatever. Oh, she sent messages. She sent nudes, whatever. Like, stop, bro. Stop. You are jealous as fuck, and that's why you're snooping in the first place. You stop it. You're bad. No. Oh. Let's see. Explicit messages, blah, 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 whatever. Then I see that they were getting into a very heated argument about this secret they have, and my ex was threatening to send her nudes to her fiance. Her fiance grew up with my mom, and they are friends. I immediately called my mom after gathering evidence to tell her what I just discovered, and she said her friend told her last week that she suspected them. A few weeks prior, my mom's friend went to a party at Katie's house, and my ex and daughter attended. My daughter had to use the bathroom, so my mom's friend took my daughter to use the bathroom, and she was surprised that my 3-year-old daughter already knew where the bathroom was. So the baby has been to the crib. Oh, wow. Okay. After they got done with the bathroom, they walked past the bedroom where my daughter said, "That's where Auntie does my makeup." Okay. Goddamn. Then my mom's friend swore that she heard my ex call Katie heard my ex tell Katie, "I love you." So it was to my surprise that my mom already knew, but it wasn't factual. My mom said, "This guy is the most humble, chill, sweetest guy ever," and she feels bad but doesn't want to get involved in drama. Neither do I. Come on, man.
Stop the cap.
You was snooping. Oh yeah, I don't want to get in the drama. Nah. Again, accountability, baby girl. You snooped because you wanted to see who was with your mans, because you still love that nigga, I guarantee you it, and so you wanted to see, who he fucking, whatever, they texting, whatever, she sending nudes, whatever. But then the moment you gathered up all your little information, ooh boy, did you go to the council. You said, "Mama, auntie, everybody, guess what I found? Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. We know this lady, and we know her man too. Oh Lordy. Oh baby." And like, nah, man. Come on now. Over here, I don't want no drama.
Stop the cap.
Come on, bruh. But I can't help but feel bad for the guy. I'm mostly just mad that my ex would bring my daughter to this guy's house and sleep with his fiance while he's not there in his bed, and to bring my daughter into that situation and cross the line completely. What should we do with this information? Help. You should shut up and let them deal with it. That's not your place. That's his problem. It's not yours. It's not your problem. You have to fix what? Do what? Now, keeping your daughter out of that situation, 100%. 100% keep your daughter out of that. I'm all for that, okay? I got you. But as far as what he's doing with her, nope. Nope. No. That is not your problem. That is not your problem. Don't that information just nope. Because there's no reason. There's no reason for you to get involved, to be blowing up their spot and doing all this shit. Like, there's just no reason to it, man. That's his problem. You let him deal with that. If he gets caught up by her man, and they get into a kerfuffle or whatever, hey, that's on him. And you sit there and you just act surprised. What? No, she was what? And with my ex-man? Oh, wow. I mean, just girl, get an Oscar for that performance. I'm telling you. That is none of your business. None of your business. Except for the baby. And, now it is your business, the fact that he was bringing the daughter around. Okay, that's your business right there. You take the daughter out of that equation, but everything he got going on, that is none of your business, girl. None of your business. None. Because like I said, they gonna be sitting there and be like, "But you knew and you didn't tell nobody? Oh, you knew and you was hiding it from me? Oh, you was probably in cahoots and blah, 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 blah." And like, nah, they gonna start pointing the finger at you and shit. And then homeboy gonna be gaslighting, like, "Oh, but it was my baby mama's fault," and blah, 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 blah. Like, nah, bruh. The more you stay out of it, the less that they can point fingers at you. If I'm being honest, you take your daughter out of that situation, And that's the most you get involved with that. Other than that, you give an Oscar-worthy performance of what? They did that? And they were what? Oh my God. That's crazy. I didn't know. Not me. Oh Lord. Not me, Jesus. I'm just saying. That's my 2 pennies. You let me know what you think about that in the comments. All right, hey. That's a crazy story, though. All right. Am I the asshole for telling my pregnant wife that people might not think she's pregnant? What? Okay. Sure. My wife of 8 years is 4 months pregnant, and we are currently on a beautiful beach vacation. She has always been a naturally thin woman, and prior to getting pregnant, led Pilates and yoga classes. She's the kind of person who takes a ton of pride in their physical health. A few days before this trip, she wanted me to go swimsuit shopping. I obliged, and we went to a few different stores. Every shopping trip ended in her crying in the dressing room because she hates the way her body looks. Man, God damn, if I had $1 for every time that happened. Woo! From, girls I've dated in the past, the significant other, I'm dating. It's like, dude, trust. Oh man, and a girl looking for pants. Oh my God, you'll never hear the end of it. They're just like, nah, these jeans don't fit. Nah, these are too small. These are too big. My butt looks crazy in these. I got no butt in these. And you're just like, okay, all right. Well, I mean, what do you want to do? Maybe try these ones. Oh my God, I'm telling you. And I'm the type of guy that loves to go like shopping with his girl and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love it. I love watching her, try on cute little dresses and cute little shirts and this and that, gassing her up or whatever. But I'm telling you, when it comes to pants and swimsuits, those are the 2 things that you should never go to as a guy, because you're going to be sitting there stressed out. You're going to be like, I don't know, babe. Am I taking a test? Because I'm failing. Help me out here, because I need help. I mean, maybe that one. She's like, oh, it was that one, and it was ugly. Okay, my bad. No. Fuck that one. We hate that one. How about that one? And she's like, I can't believe you would even offer that one. No. I didn't. It was a suggestion, and the suggestion was wrong. I got you, babe. Let me go get you something else. Let me go, cashier, help me. I'm telling you, it's happened. I've witnessed it. I've been there, done that. And we had to leave the store with her in tears. And I was just like, it's okay. And I bought her ice cream, and it was okay. And we got through it. That car ride home was wild. I ain't gonna lie to you, because it was like she was happy, and then all of a sudden crying again. And I'm like, no! Why are you crying again? Because none of the pants fit, and I really wanted new pants. And I'm like, God damn it. Ice cream is just only a deterrent. All right. Let's get back to the story. Sorry. That was my little side tangent. My bad. Okay, she can't fucking get over the fact that she has a belly now and things don't fit the same. I think she looks incredible, and I was extremely patient the entire swimsuit shopping fiasco. Yeah, it is a fiasco. Yes, it is. And buy her some ice cream after. She'll be all right. She kept calling herself fat and being pretty over dramatic about everything. Finally, she settled on something. I kept assuring her over and over that I think she looks incredible. She does. Fast forward, and she's mourning. Oh, and this morning we decided to make a trip down to the pool. I'm getting our son ready, and she comes out in her new swimsuit, and I tell her she looks cute, and I love it. I couldn't take my eyes off of her. Then I said something that had the same reaction as if I spread my ass cheeks apart and took a shit on a 5-star restaurant table. I said, honestly, babe, people might not even think you're pregnant. She looks stunning. She looks stunned and horrified. She asked, you don't think people will know I'm pregnant? My stomach is huge. And she's right. It's a decent size compared to her pre-pregnancy body, but people have stomachs that are that size without being pregnant. And that's all that I was trying to say. Yeah, ooh, you fucked up. You fucked up. Like she was already skeptical about everything else and you made it worse. You literally took her fears and you brought them to reality for her, bro. Why? You don't say that. I mean, you could have told her, wow, you look beautiful, babe. You look great in that swimsuit. Are you ready to go? You know what I mean? And then that's it, man. That's it. You're done speaking for the rest of the outing. Like, you're done, bro. Because, like, she's got pregnancy hormones, man. All right. And those are going to have her teeter-tottering all day long. Like, she's going to be hot and cold. Yes, then you're no. You're in, then you're out. It's going to be crazy for her. All right. Trust me. Then 2, you're going to have, she's already thinking all of this herself. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to enforce it more by trying to tell her the opposite. Then she's just going to be like, you're just lying to me. You're just saying that because you're my husband. You're just saying that, like, dude. You're just, wow, babe, you look beautiful. And that's it. See, you're done. You're done talking. You're done. You know, you're just, it's all about having fun. We have fun. You know, because I'm sure she looked at it like, I really don't want to go to the pool. I look fat and weird and crazy. I don't want to do this. But then, you know, she thought to herself, like, you know what? No, my husband and my son want to go and they want to have fun. Like, I'm just going to suck it up for them, you know? And then she got the compliment of like, oh, wow, babe, you look beautiful and that, da-da-da. And she was just like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. And then you sat there and made that dumb comment and she was just like, oh my God, everyone's going to think I'm fat, not pregnant. Because that's what you told her. You were just like, oh, what do you mean? People will have that kind of stomach and they're not pregnant. So now she's like, oh, great. So you think that people are going to be walking around and be like, damn, that girl let herself go. You're like, what are you doing? Come on, man. And that's why I said you fucked up. You fucked up big time. And the ladies in the comments are right now like, yep, the fuck are you thinking? You're stupid. You shut your mouth. Like, facts. I'm on you guys' side. Okay, all right. Let's see. Okay, and she's right. It's a decent size. Okay, immediately tears, immediately freaking out and changed into clothes and is now refusing to come down to the pool. See what I tell you? What I tell you? I told you. She says she doesn't want people to think that she has a big belly. She wants people to think she's pregnant. I told her I can't control what people think and that people might not realize she's pregnant. I started to get really pissed off because I personally have a bit of a belly and she's making it seem like it's so insulting to have that. Well, see, like, come on, man. You got to understand. And then pregnancy hormones going wild, bro. And you called her fat. You called her fat. She already thinks that she's big. Did we not learn anything from the swimsuit fiasco? Did we not learn anything from that? Because I would have been thinking about the swimsuit fiasco. The moment she walked out in the swimsuit, I'd have been like, okay, what did we learn from the swimsuit fiasco? That anything I say that's just a little out of pocket, she gonna freak the fuck out. So let me just tell her she's beautiful and she looks great and let's move on. Let's move on. You know, let's get a move on. Like, you fucking up, brother. Okay, I generally don't understand the big deal. I think she's being ridiculous. She cares too much about what people think and is now ruining our trip by staying inside and not making memories with her son. Instead, she's crying in a hotel room, throwing it in my face that she paid for everything for this trip and I ruined it for her. I love her more than anything and find her fucking sexy as hell, pregnant or not. But this is getting out of hand and I'm fed up with all of this, talking about her feelings and insecure and when she looks perfectly fine. All right. So pretty much, am I the asshole for telling my wife, my pregnant wife, that people might not think? Yes, you are the asshole because you pretty much told her she's fat, bro. That's what you did. You told her she's fat. You were just like, yeah, you don't look pregnant at all. You just look like every other fat chick out there. Like, bro, what girl's gonna be like, oh, gee, thanks, babe. That made me feel amazing. Like, come on, man. like I think this one was pretty cut and dry. Like, yeah, you're the asshole, bro. You called your girl fat. She's pregnant. Like I said, she got the pregnancy hormones flip-flopping and going all crazy. Did we not learn anything from the swimsuit fiasco? Apparently not. You know what I mean? Apparently not, because it's apparent. Like, yeah, you fucked up on that one, my guy. You really did. You fucked up. It's okay. You fucked up. We all do it, but you fucked up. Yeah, you fucked up. It's cool, man. It's all good. You called her fat. You're the asshole. So, yeah. Good luck, though. And, congratulations on your child. You know. All right. This is going to be our last scenario for today's beautiful Tuesday episode. I'm going to go a little over an hour for today. Am I the asshole for being upset that my parents told my sister I'm buying a house? Okay. So, I, 28 female, recently got the opportunity to purchase a house that has been in the family for quite a while, 80 plus years. I have been staying at my home with my parents rent-free for nearly my entire life. I occasionally contribute with groceries, dinner, household chores, and yard work, but they have never charged me rent despite me offering. I work in a public education and I don't make great money, so it has been very helpful to save up. I started the purchase process and have locked in an interest rate and have nearly everything ready. The closing date is set for a month from now. I have asked my parents not to say anything to my sister, 26 female, until I close and start to move because we don't get along well and I don't want to deal with the fallout I believe will come. She has also been living at home, but instead of saving money, she spends quite a bit. 2 new cars within 3 years, large tattoos, vacations, etc. She has a large storage unit filled with stuff she claims she has bought for when she buys a house. I don't care how she spends her money, but she makes significantly more than me and has wiped most of her savings out by living like this. Instead of them waiting like I asked, they went ahead and told her. They claimed it was too difficult to keep it a secret and that she knew and that she knew something was going on. Now she is basically throwing a tantrum saying that it isn't fair I get to buy a house and she doesn't. Bitch, what? Do you see how you spend money? Like, maybe if you save some schmeckles like I did, then yeah, you'd be able to buy a house and do these kind of things. But no, you want to get tattoos and vacations and new cars and all this shit. Well, guess what? All that costs monies. While I'm over here driving my old beater shitter, you know what I mean? Going to my job that pays me fucking, she's probably a teacher. So, she probably gets paid like $20 an hour, maybe less than that. I don't know. I mean, however much teachers make. Usually teachers average around $45,000 to $50,000, which is not a lot. But I mean, when you're able to save as much the way she's been able to, like, that money will kind of stretch you. So it's like, dude, and then it's like if a teacher median is, around like that 30 to 50 range, as she must at least be making 60. If her sister's making more, at least she must be making 60. So it's like, what do you mean? It's not fair. What? Bitch, fuck out of here. Claiming that they never helped her with anything, etc. Every time she sees me, she is pissed off and starts a fight. I told them that this was what was going to happen, and they claim that they couldn't have known / didn't think that she was going to act like this. I feel like I am rightfully upset about this, but they say I am acting like a child and need to just get over it. Am I the asshole? Fuck no. Your parents are definitely the assholes in this scenario because You knew that this was going to happen, and there was a reason why you were just like, and if I'm being honest with you, I wouldn't have even told your parents that you were buying that house. I would have waited until it closed, like escrow closed, closing costs are paid, everything is like, you are ready to move in that bitch. And then I would have told family and been like, well, I just closed on my house that I've been trying to buy for the last, couple months, whatever the case may be. And I'm moving out on this date. I just wanted to let you guys know, and this is what's going on. And that way your sister can bitch and moan and complain all she fucking wants. And nobody has to keep it a secret. None of that shit. Your parents know. Your sister knows. She's huffing and puffing and whining and crying. But hey, that's on her. And you can move out that bitch literally that day. You know what I mean? It's just like, dude, I can't stand the entitlement of some people sometimes, like there's people out there that sacrifice their lives. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, I want to do this, so I'm not going to go out and have fun. I'm not going to eat out. I'm not going to buy the things that I want to buy. I'm not going to do the things that I want to do because I want to save money. There is a goal that I have in mind, and people sacrifice years of their lives. And then when they're able to finally do something big, like buying a home is like almost impossible for a lot of people right now, just because people don't either have the income or they don't have the financial knowledge to save that kind of money and to get into that kind of position. And I know because I've been really looking into finances and stuff and getting my finances together. I ain't gonna lie to you. And, I've been using resources such as Financial Audit. Amazing show. It is an awesome show if you want something that's like entertaining and educational at the same time. I've also been looking at like a bunch of different there are like things out there. They're like investment guides and savings guides and all that kind of stuff that like actual CPAs have posted either on YouTube, online, on websites, all kinds of stuff. There's information out there, and it's crazy because they don't teach this stuff in school, and a lot of this knowledge out there is kind of scammy and stuff like that. But I mean, there are few people that you can find that will give you resources and give you ways to help better spend your money. But it's like people do this. They sacrifice years on their life to do these kind of things. And her sister wants to sit there and be entitled and be like, that's unfair. And like, you guys didn't help me. And it's like, bitch, I did all of this on my own. I didn't have any help. Like, I just saved my money. And the fact that it's like, she's on a teacher salary too, and you know what I mean, and was able to do that. Like, she probably had to sacrifice at least 2 or 3 years. At least 2 or 3 years. She might have sacrificed more than that. I don't know. It could have been 4 or 5, but she sacrificed years of her life not having fun and not doing the things that she wanted to do, probably not even dating, just to buy a home. And it's like, those are the kind of things that you need to do. But her sister didn't want to sacrifice that. She wanted to get tattoos and new cars and vacations and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? She's like, I'm young and wild and free, and I'll get all this stuff later on. And it's just like, that's not how it happens, because later on comes and you're still in the same position and you're just like, oh my God, what happened to all the time? But to the question, no, you're not the asshole at all. Your parents definitely are the assholes in this one, because that's super fucked up that they're going to do that to you. But that's going to go ahead in today's episode. Let me know what you guys think about that last one in the comments. Let me know what you think about all of the scenarios we have in the comments. Make sure you also comment your weird thing that you're afraid of. I was vulnerable. Hopefully you guys will be vulnerable too, with your boy. Love you guys so much for all the support. Again, patreon.com/asshole podcast. If you love what we're doing over here, get on there. $3 a month gets you an exclusive episode every single Friday. And the ability to send in your scenarios to be featured on the Tuesday and Sunday shows. If you're primarily audio listener, please rate that podcast 5 stars. It helps a lot, as well as downloading. Those two things go miles upon any other support. If you want to support us even more on the free 99 side of things, go ahead and follow us on Instagram and TikTok for all the clips. Get us over there. TikTok, we're on the road to 10K. And then if you want to follow us, if you want to see the video side of the podcast, then go head on over to YouTube. We always have the video side over there. And that's that. I love you guys so much. I will see you on Thursday for the last Haunting Adeline episode. We're going to be wrapping that bad boy up. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And then on the following week, or next week, we're going to be starting a whole brand new book. So look forward to that. All right. Love you guys so much. I will see you guys later. Peace.